What is up, heathens? How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Today we have a live comments of the day. We won't have a winner from this week because that particular voting is still open. So if you want to, you can go to the channel right now. Well, you can click on my name down there and then you can go and vote for it on the appropriate video for this week. But we have a live comments of the week video, and boy, do we have some good ones. Just to forewarn, any caps lock that you see, you might want to take those earbuds out, take those headphones off, because I will be screaming in a very hickish voice tonight. After comments, though, we have this crazy Canuck who is going to be telling us all about how I don't really even know. I don't know how to describe the video. I'm really at a loss for words. There's a sarcastic dog in the background. I'm sure I'm going to make him say some shit. So let's go ahead, get on into the comments. I would like to say hello to KC. She was in the chat, as well as Peachy, Mason Dodds. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad to see everybody here. Cryptic, Robert Clary, Dragon Master 0118, Corn Lips, Luminous Bluebird. How's everybody doing? All right. So, let's get on into it. Into the comments of the day. Prepare to facepalm yourself in the next week. Because everybody loves it when I sing. All right, so today we have, this is a new segment that hasn't actually made it onto the YouTube channel yet because of my backlog. But I do a Today I Learned. I turned 13 for like a minute and then, yeah. Okay, so Today I learned in 1987, Corona sales plummeted when a rumor spread that their workers were peeing in their beer. The company traced its origins back to Heineken, whom Corona sued for $3 million in damages, but their reputation still suffered and their product was referred to as Mexican piss water for years, including up until the current year, because I know people that still say that. Oh, KC still says that. Just to put that little product placement in there. I thought it was funny. I just so happened to have Heineken. I didn't know this beforehand. All right, so next up on comments of the day, we're gonna get some stupid shit up in here. Okay, so hold on. All right. My mom's face. Earbud warning. Gravity isn't real. The tards. I don't know if that's supposed to be like fuck tards. I don't know what they were trying to do with the parentheses, but I mean, I don't even know. I mean, okay, so to address the actual thing about this, gravity isn't real fucktards. I was actually in a conversation with a flat earther today, and he could not at all tell me like what weight is without gravity. Like, he says that gravity doesn't exist and is not a component of weight, but as we know, weight, like what we know weight to be, includes gravity. So he'd have to provide some other kind of way to describe weight, and he just couldn't do it. I don't know if I broke his brain or whatnot, but yeah. Next up on comments, some more dumbass flat earth shit. Eric Bochin is the dude. Eric Bochin! He's saying a bunch of shit that's gonna get him banned. He was the guy I talked to today. Video coming next week. White and nerdy riding dirty. I love this name. I do. I love this name. White and nerdy, riding dirty. Like it just it's got a cadence to it. Godless engineer. So then, if gravity is real and shit, then please explain to me the supermoon. 14% bigger, 30% brighter, 26,000 miles closer than normal, supposedly. How can gravity explain that? He's got an ellipses and then a question mark exclamation. I don't know what that. Do people do that? Don't tell me it's elliptic orbit, because the event isn't every month. So please, educate me. All right, there, white and nerdy, riding dirty. I will tell you, the reason why is because the orbit that the moon is in around our planet isn't the exact same every month. I mean, if you were to assume that it was the exact same, then the fact that solar eclipses happen, you would have to figure that it would have to happen like every single month. So you would also have to figure out that maybe a lunar eclipse would have to happen every single month too, if the elliptical orbit was exactly the same every single month. But because it's not, that's why we have a supermoon sometimes, because it just so happens to get around the Earth and be in that position. So there you go. Educated, motherfucker. You could have looked it up on Google, but you left a YouTube comment that you'll never go back to. White and nerdy, riding dirty. Light of life. You sound like someone cut your balls off. Or wait, sorry. I gotta read that correctly. Normally this is done in post-production, so you sound like someone cut off your balls. Someone cut of my ball? Like, are people slicing parts of my balls off in order to gain knowledge of some kind? I don't know. I guess that he's talking about how high pitched my voice gets at times, like right there. but that, I mean, that's just my normal inflection. I don't know why he has to focus on that. All right. Sid Vicious says, picking on low hanging fruit. I get this levied at me a lot, but Delano TV is not low-hanging fruit. Like, I don't know what you would consider to be low-hanging fruit, because, like, I figure low-hanging fruit is, like, I don't know, like, not even making arguments, and they're just easy to refute, or something like that. That asshole I talked to today was probably banned already. um, but yeah, picking on low hanging fruit, Delano TV, he garners like hundreds of thousands of views on his flat Earth videos. People watch him and agree with him all the time. So there's no reason to call him low hanging fruit when he's obviously getting his message out and he is talking to people and he's convincing them. Don't ever let someone tell you that it's low-hanging fruit. If people are using the argument, it's not low-hanging. All right, here's the last bad comment. Earbud warning. Earbud warning. Oh, no? Hal Jordan. I learned that you will die in the second death. Wait, I read that wrong. Sorry. I learned that you will die the second death. Enjoy eternal death, bruh. I'm guessing what he's talking about here is that I'm a godless person, and so therefore when I die, it's the second death, because, you know, I don't have an eternal life. It's just dead forever. And, you know, I would say that that's true for everybody. we only have this one life, so I don't know. I don't know why people think that there's this second life after this. I think that a second life after this eternal life, really devalues this life that we have now. And I have tons of value in my life. All right, now for some good comments. Proof atheism causes more violence. This is on a past on a Street Preacher Joe. This is why you should subscribe if you're watching. Oh my fucking god! I can't stop laughing. I appreciate that. I do find myself pretty funny at times. Sometimes I even make myself giggle. All the time. All the time I make myself giggle. Stonehawk. I don't think the Bible needs your help to be ridiculous. Your reading is like 80% derailed editorializing so far, the first 5 minutes, and it's really irritating. I hope you two eventually learn to get the fuck on with it. All right, so the first 5 minutes of any daily Bible podcast is going to be warm up. That was actually day 2, as you can tell, and obviously day 2, we're still going to be working kinks out and shit. Now we have like a good minute at the beginning where I recite what we're about to learn that day in the worst way possible, like not even close to what we're actually going to learn. And then we get into what we are actually going to learn, and we kind of just talk about it. But the whole point of reading the Bible like that is to give our opinions and editorialize it a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine. Just don't watch it. Yes. Okay. Steve Tyler, sun, shit, and planets, lol. Okay, I'm dead. All right, heathens. Well, that's going to be it for the comments of the day. The only way that we get these great comments is by sharing out the video and, of course, subscribing. That doesn't actually affect it, but sharing out the video does with people that you know are going to be dipshits on the channel. So I really implore people to share, when I post and whatnot, not only to make my channel reach farther, but if we want to keep getting these great comments, that's what we need. And now on to the video for tonight. This guy right here. I mean, I like him. I really do. If you cut out all of the time in between when he speaks. This was a 30-minute video, and I was able to cut it down to 19 by taking out most of, like, the dead air. Because he will literally sit there for, like, 5 minutes or something and just not say a thing, and he'll be thinking about life and shit. Also pay attention to the dog in the background. As you can tell, he's already starting out with this kind of like eye gesture thing. You can tell he's looking at the guy like, listen, I live with the guy, but I don't believe what he says and shit. Okay, just leave me out of this shit. No, that is his actual dog. It's not a dog. I think that's just the lighting. Nope. All right, let's see what this guy has to say. He's got a problem with me and Professor Stick.
Folks, I don't like making videos like this because it's quite detrimental to anything in general.
I would, yeah, I mean, talking about the flat earth is pretty detrimental to everything in general. I will agree there. Glad we're starting off this stream agreeing. Oh, crap. No, I didn't.
It's
at Professor Stick.
just, I do an awful lot of my surfing on the internet through my mobile phone. It's upstairs. And I keep on getting slammed in my suggestions, at the side of the screen, by this guy, Godless Engineer.
Booyah, baby! Making it into the suggestions. Haha, motherfucker. Yeah, my SEO game is on fleek.
Now, I couldn't care less whether you believe in God or not, right? But this guy is making I don't know whether he's an engineer or not.
I can guarantee you I'm an engineer. Well, I'm an engineer, and I have a doctorate in scientism. Okay? Get it fucking right. It's Doctor, Master, Bachelor, Engineer. Okay? That doctorate's fake, by the way. I don't really have a doctorate.
But he's pretty much making a career out of slamming flat Earth.
Okay, my career's not slamming flat Earth. like, I didn't even touch on flat Earth until like I think last year. So my career is not slamming flat Earth. My career is programming shit and writing different programs for different things. At one point in time, I was doing a lot of web coding. So you know, flat Earth is not my career. I don't know why he thinks that. I think it's just because I have a lot of flat Earth videos, but I have a lot of time on my hands.
Okay? Now, whether the Earth be a stationary flat plane, with way more to see and explore, well, that's not a belief on my part.
If you'll notice, every time there's a jump, that is when I've had to cut out at least 3 or 4 seconds of dead air where he's just sitting there contemplating the flat Earth.
The Antarctic Treaty should be one alarm bell to go off in your head. But this guy, Godless engineer, here's a question for you, bro.
All right. Yes, bro. I am here. I'm ready to take it on, bro. Let's do it. Question. You can already tell the dog in the background's like, what the fuck is you gonna say, bro? GE, don't listen to this shit, okay, man?
All right? Show us bendy water. Show us curved water on your spherical spinning Earth.
Okay, actually, you know, let me see. I think I might have a picture of it. Just, y'all, wait a second. This happens sometimes. I gotta go and find something that I wasn't exactly prepared for. Doom, bitches! This is Starman. Say hello, Starman. Hello, guys! And he can see the curved Earth, or the curve of the Earth, because it's spherical. Yep, I sure can. This fucker's crazy.
And you brought up gravity. Hold on, I'll play it back for you, folks. I'm not going to do a screen share. Godless engineer, really?
Yes, really. Like, it was back in 2012, November 2012. I was sitting there thinking, well, what fucking describes me? And you know, I came up with Godless engineer. I felt Godless was different from atheist because you see like the amazing atheist and you know, all these other atheist labeled things, atheist republic, atheist underground or some shit. Like you saw atheist everywhere. I wanted to be different, so I was Godless engineer because I just graduated with my master's in software engineering, and so yeah. I don't know why he's got a shit on my. His name is Antarctic Warrior. He does not look like a fucking warrior, and he definitely doesn't sound like he's from the Antarctic. I believe Irish in the comments here said he was Northern Irish. Or he looks like a fucking hobo. Yes, he does, honey.
What's up, heathens?
Sup, heathens? How y'all doing?
How are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Today we're going to be going through a few comments. For one thing, somebody's going to tell us how atheism is dead. Then a purely enlightened individual is going to explain to us how spin produces gravity. And then we'll round it out with irrefutable proof that we live in a geocentric universe instead.
Fuck yeah, GE. You prove that shit, buddy. I've been drinking too much. Look at the dog in the background. The dog in the background kills me in this video because he's like, oh fuck, you're not really doing this video, are you? Oh god damn it, they're whatever Antarctic warrior guy.
that stupid heliocentric one. And all.
I think the dog is chewing on the couch. A TV remote.
Okay, the hard drive fans going, or the hard drive fans going bananas. Big fan for the
What?
Godless engineer.
Fake fan for the god. What is he talking about? I have no idea what he just said.
This is another now he's taking the piss out of Jake. No, but what do you have to remember here, folks? Is
Okay, before he gets to what you got to remember, Jake is the flat Earth asshole. His channel was the flat Earth asshole, but now it's Jake the asshole. Just in case you guys were wondering.
you know, I'll go down through some of the right. Flat Earther debunks gravity and curved horizon. Flat Earth debunked. Okay, and he's using the two parallel lines. You know that I used to use a lot of the time, commemorating 9/11. Just
Out of fucking left field. Why are we bringing up 9/11? Well, apparently using the double lines, the vertical lines, using two of those is indicative of 9/11 or the Twin Towers. Now I don't think that he was accusing me of using those to indicate the Twin Towers. I think that he used to use them. I think that's what he's saying here. I don't know. I was a little confused at first. And obviously the dog got bored and left, and I guess he's gonna go lick a wall or something.
putting that in there now. He's got them side by side, and it's on every single fucking video he posts.
Well, yeah, that's my general template. I have title and then I have a subtitle kind of. Normally it's more of like a category. I try to put my videos in categories. So like, for instance, today's video is flat earth analysis because I think he's going to bring up something about the flat earth. He brought up gravity earlier. I think, or he brought up the curvature a few minutes ago. And so I'm guessing that he's going to get into some more flat earth shit. That's why it's flat earth analysis. So in case you're wondering why I do my videos like that, for one thing, SEO, flat earth analysis videos are going to show up next to flat earth analysis videos. If you're watching a flat earth analysis video, you're more than likely going to get suggested a flat earth analysis video. These are basic YouTube SEO things.
Okay? Hey, bro, I don't attack individual personas, people, or anything. But bro, you are obviously, I don't know whether you're making money or not off YouTube, but you are obviously paid.
I don't know if you're making money, but you're obviously being paid to promote these videos or produce these videos. Seriously? I'm being paid. Like, regardless of whether or not I get paid from YouTube, it doesn't dictate what videos I do. My themes of the channel are science, politics, and atheism. Usually when those two things are intermingled. That's why you have flat earth and science being flat earth and atheism, because a lot of flat earthers use the Bible to justify it. So I feel like him jumping onto the whole "you're just a shell" kind of bandwagon is really disingenuous on his part.
Adversary, whatever way you want to fucking put
it. That's a good point there, Casey. I'm part of the skeptic mafia. I'm paid to be a skeptic of the flat earth. We have our own division. Armored Skeptic gave us our own division.
I love the way that you like to propagate the people's punctuation. And
I feel like he did that on purpose. I'm wondering, did you do that on purpose? Because like you seriously just stuttered your way through that, and I think if I was reading that as a comment, like, it would come through as one of the times when I'm, criticizing someone's grammar. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, just want to emphasize like how important grammar is whenever you're writing. That's why I do that. Because like when you don't use the Oxford comma, I can infer what you mean, but what you're really saying is completely different.
Spelling and sentences.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can't spell, then I can't read it. I mean, this is really just basic fucking shit.
You have no idea. You have fucking no idea. I have forgotten more than you'll ever fucking remember.
What the fuck? Why does that mean anything? Why does this matter? Like, I don't care if you've forgotten more than I've ever remembered. I don't even know why that's a good thing.
But let's go on. Here, let's go. Taking.
Look at the dog in the background. The dog in the background's like, are you fucking done with this shit yet? This is pretty fucking stupid back here. From back here, I can tell you're stupid there, mate.
Taking the piss out of Jake from the former Flat Earth Asshole channel. Jake the Asshole. Peace, bro. Whatever you might be at the moment. I'm sure he'll get back to you in a while. Well, here we go.
Now let's watch this thing take off. And you guys tell me how realistic this looks. It's gonna leave the moon, y'all. There it goes, leaving the moon. Now when I ask,
The moon has 1/6 the fucking gravity of the Earth. Of course, it's not going to take much to launch a motherfucker off the moon. They had to design the astronaut suits specifically for that reason. Like, yeah. Of course, this guy doesn't believe in gravity, so I don't even know why I'm bringing gravity into this, because it's all magical gremlin.
Belief.
What? What? How do you listen to that and then you're just like, see? Fucking belief, okay? What the fuck?
Jake doesn't believe in gravity.
Well, Jake the Asshole does not believe in gravity. At least, to my knowledge. I mean, I could be wrong, I guess, but everything that I've watched of his says that he does not believe in gravity. I do believe that he actually has a video out where it shows a guy jumping saying, this proves gravity. No, it doesn't, Jake. I also contacted Jake the Asshole, the Flat Earth Asshole, to have like a live conversation or a conversation in general. He wouldn't have any of it. So, I mean, I do try to contact people that I make response videos on in order to have some kind of dialogue with them. Yes, it's G-ception, guys.
How do you believe in something that's never been proven?
We have the law of gravity. The law of gravity is a mathematical equation that describes the force of attraction between two atoms of certain masses. Well, I guess two or more atoms. That's how we get weight. That's why it mattered to the whole, lunar module lifting up, off, and whatnot. Don't bring up Tide Pods. You'll get me kicked off YouTube. But gravity is essential to all of this. Gravity can be, well, it's very tricky with the old proven part because we don't fully understand gravity, but that's okay. We can describe the force of gravity. We know gravity's effects on reality, and using that knowledge, we've been able to do several things, like launch fucking rockets into outer space, land on the moon, and take off again.
Really? Show me gravity.
Okay, hold on. Maybe can you say this? Can you see this, people? Fucking gravity. Oh, it's just a rock. Because I have rocks just laying the fuck around. But I mean, yeah, that's gravity. I mean, this is a simple one. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson's done it, of course, but show you gravity. Gravity is just the falling effect that you see. The reason why it falls is because the Earth is so massive that the hold that it has on us pulls us to the center of the Earth. And that's why, like, when astronauts are in space, they're in the ISS, and you see them constantly having to readjust to straight up, it's because the force of gravity of the Earth is pulling them to the side, because that's the way that it's pulling. Now, to get to really kind of go outside all of that, let's say you have an empty space, right? You have an empty three-dimensional space that's three axes: the X, the Y, and the Z, right? So if you have a force of gravity, then you're going to have like a central point of mass. That mass is going to weigh a certain amount, and it's going to attract things. Of course, at very small levels, static forces are needed in order to attract and collect things. But once you get bigger and gravity takes over, they pull to the center of that point. Now, that center of that point is in all directions, all 360 degrees, all throughout the z-axis. So it makes sense that everything would be a sphere in the universe. Well, like, meteorites aren't, but that's because they don't get big enough for gravity to actually kind of take over and shape into a ball. Whew! I feel like Will Ferrell in that one scene from Old School where he's debating what's his bald ass face, and he blacks out afterwards.
In an experiment. Show me it. Show Godless engineer. Show us proof of gravity. Can you do it?
Okay, so he would say that this is density and buoyancy. The problem is that density is just how tightly packed the atoms are in a certain object. All right. Now, we don't weigh atoms by like grams or anything like that. There are atomic mass units. And so each element has a certain amount of atomic mass. And then using the force of gravity and all this other stuff, you can figure out exactly how much a ball of it weighs, or how much a brick of it weighs. Well, Dominic Schenkel, well, are you retarded? Is it to... Oh, okay. He looks like a homeless Steve Shives. He's just out there jingling his cup because he's a poor white cisgendered man. It's like, I deserve to be here. He just holds up a sign that says, I deserve this.
Show us proof of anything to do with the spinning globe Earth.
Oh, now that it's a spinning globe Earth. Oh, okay, well, fuck. Most of these people will look out at the sun or the moon or the stars and say, oh, look, everything's moving or everything's moving around us and we're not moving at all. But in actuality, what you can do is get a telescope and you can look at other planets in the solar system. You can see their moons and you can see how those moons rotate around them. That's how Galileo did it. He figured that out, and he was like, well, if this means this, then we can extrapolate this to other planets just like ours. So the sun, the moon, the stars, all of those things prove that we indeed are spinning and we are rotating around the sun. Now, for instance, with the stars, during different times of the year, you could see different constellations in the sky. They're not the same. The stars that are in the sky in January are going to be different than the stars that are in December. So, I mean, there's all this proof around you that we're spinning. So I don't understand why you think that. Like, it just seems like very simplistic thinking to be like, oh, look, the moon's moving. That means that we're not moving, but the moon is moving. Like, that just seems like bass-ackwards thinking.
Show us proof that space is an empty vacuum. See this? You can't show us flat earthers proof of shit.
No, I mean, we can. You just reject it. Even with the most recent Falcon Heavy space launch or rocket launch, you see flat earthers denying it all over the place and saying that now, Like photographic proof isn't good enough. If you see it on a TV or on a video or anything like that, it's not real proof. It's just faked. So they set these impossible, unfalsifiable, or well, I guess they're not really unfalsifiable. Well, yeah, they are. I mean, they're unfalsifiable standards because there's no way to get around them. No matter what you come up with, they're always going to have some kind of standard that they just pull out of their ass to refute your evidence. And you can tell because the dog behind him's looking at him, trying to communicate with him right now and tell him that exact fucking thing. Yes, the dog has a totally not amused look on his face like, all right, heathens, I listen to this shit every fucking day. You have to as well.
Either it's backed up with theory, or it's fucking NASA and the space agency's fucking CGI.
Okay, well, the Falcon Heavy launch was an independent third party, but of course they've already, taken to social media and denied that Elon Musk is trustworthy. So, I mean, like I said before, they will do anything to pull a new standard out of their ass and refute any evidence given. So this was made before the Falcon Heavy launch, so I don't know what his personal view is post Falcon Heavy, but given that he's a flat earther, I would guess that he probably goes along with what other flat earthers are doing. Yeah, the dog was like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here. Just, see, right now he's mooning the camera like, hey guys, my ass is more interesting than this Canuck. Fuck. No, he's not a Canadian. I keep saying it, but he's Northern Irish. He's not a Canuck. Sorry.
If I had £50 million a day, or $50 million a day, I would do a better fucking job of the International fucking Scuba Station.
The International Scuba Station. This is the crazy idea that they think that NASA and everybody is just lying to everybody by putting them in a tank. Because there are pictures of astronauts in tanks. Those are real pictures, but also the ISS really is in a low Earth orbit. They have these tanks so that they can practice for the weightlessness of space. So they can practice doing spacewalks, repairing things, everything that they would need to do for the ISS. So, they also do this for the Falcon Heavy launch. The Falcon Heavy launch, they've taken pictures of the car inside of the cargo bay that was holding it, and they have said that, oh no, look, it's CGI. Yet again, pulling standards right out of your ass in order to hold on to your cognitive dissonance.
Than any of them fucking high-ranking fucktards.
Exactly how much meth do you think he could buy with $50 million a day? just saying.
At the top of the fucking pyramid's fucking payroll. At NASA. Or
at NASA! I'm sorry, bro. You say that so weird.
ESA. Or any of the other space agencies. Don't even get me started with China's fucking joke. Going to the moon. Was it back in 2013 or something? Aye.
What the fuck was that stroke? So you're laughing at the Chinese, and then there's something about 2013. Like, did they try to go in 2013? I mean, I don't know the exact specifics about the Chinese space program, but I mean, I know Japan has satellites around the Earth, and you can get, globe Earth pictures from them. And then, of course, there's the European Space Agency. I don't know.
It was so fucking believable that the fucking news and all the news programs on the fucking Black Mirror in the corner of the living room didn't report on it because it was fake as fuck, like the rest of their bullshit.
So, like, if I just spout off a whole bunch of bullshit that doesn't even make sense when you string it together, and then I go, fake as shit! Like, is that going to be a compelling argument? This guy has about 3,000 more subscribers than I do. So I'm wondering if I just spout off a whole bunch of random shit that it would cause me to get more popular or something. I don't know. But this guy seriously thinks he's having a compelling argument because he's talking about some kind of TV on a black wall or something. I mean, I don't know how that relates to the Chinese space agency or them even going to the moon or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know how it relates to it being fake or anything. I mean, I do these streams and everything off the cuff. I get that I get some things wrong, but at least I have my thoughts kind of in order.
Earlier on today, while pondering on my phone,
On the shitter.
well, that's actually the first the wee music video that I put up. Respect the, well, goes without saying.
he didn't say anything. What? It goes without saying, you can psychically read my thoughts. So, viewer, you know what I'm saying.
Respect the twilight sleep.
What in the fuck is that? What's the twilight sleep? Is the twilight sleep where you're like half awake, half asleep? They put you in a twilight sleep during a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. I'm wondering what this guy has shoved up his ass. It could be a baby Jesus butt plug, honey.
That's the first 4K video I've been able to watch on my mobile phone. Thank you, YouTube. Pretty
You're okay.
shit quality, considering it was 1080p.
Okay, so I don't get this particular part here, because if he was watching a 4K video on his phone but it was 1080p, like 1080p is completely different than 4K. I mean, this is such a little point to actually harp on, but I'm just saying that I'm genuinely confused by what he means. It was like it was 1080p, but it was also 4K.
But this is another don't like swearing. Another fucking prick.
I don't like swearing, but you fucking prick.
Well, I'll say this to you, Professor Stick. Show your fucking face.
Oh shit! Is Stick in there? I bet you Stick's not in here right now. Goddamn, Stick being called out for a face reveal? And look at that serious ass face. Show your fucking face, man.
And present your so-called proof for.
Oh, my pause game is awesome. This needed to be on the thumbnail for tonight. Show your face and your evidence. So I don't know why someone's face is needed to show evidence. I think that calling out any kind of YouTuber to show their face is really dickish of him. I don't think that people should do it because regardless of what they look like or if they've shown their face, it has no bearing on the evidence that they provide. They can provide evidence without showing their face.
Planet Earth. Show us your proof without theory.
Without theory! I would venture to guess that you don't know what the fuck theory is. He's using an equivocation fallacy because he doesn't understand what a scientific theory is. Excuse me. He doesn't understand what a scientific theory is, so I don't know. I guess it makes sense that he would be confused on this point. I mean, he doesn't even know the difference between 1080p and 4K.
If you're gonna cut the fucking ISS, fucking bubble-eyed camera of fucking bullshit, show us your fucking real proof of planet Earth, you fucking retard!
God damn, he got serious as shit, didn't he? He got all up on the camera. He wanted to make sure to emphasize. See, that's when you talk in all caps, like in serious. That was all caps.
And show your fucking face, Professor Stick!
Jesus Christ, he got so flustered he kicked the camera. Professor Stick, fuck this camera.
Alright? Yeah. Yes.
The dog's walking behind him like, where's my fucking food? Did this guy remember my goddamn food? Oh, fuck, he's sitting there still talking to the goddamn camera.
Two-dimensional fucking
So at the end of
bullshit.
last year, I was made aware of the first ever Flat Earth conference.
Two-dimensional bullshit.
And the dog popped in. He's just like, what the fuck's going on? Why are you watching another fucking video?
I'll be honest here, I would love to go to one of these just to see how ridiculous it can actually be. And I think it would overall be an interesting and fun experience. You got some cool looking Flat Earth models, books, t-shirts. I would buy them all.
I don't need you to believe.
By the way, folks, anybody that believes or recognizes that we're on a stationary flat plane and is pushing models have got some serious fucking issues. That's all I'm saying. My own beliefs about what this place is it's detrimental to us living on a fixed flat plane. A plane of inertia.
A plane of inertia? Does that mean that he thinks that the plane is just constantly moving at a speed and that's why we're kept down? Like, I know that that's one of the possible theories, but I don't know. I don't know what he means by plane of inertia. He seems to think that we know what he's talking about when we really don't.
Is it electromagnetic? Yeah, well maybe that is a bubble. Well, how did they come up with the idea for a sphere in the fucking first place? Looking at the stars. Looking up at the fucking heavenly bodies. How is looking at a two-dimensional photograph or picture or anything that you look through the fucking telescope at?
Okay, so basically you look through the telescope and you see two-dimensional pictures. Is that what I'm gathering from this? I mean, he's basically just spouting off random assertions that have no evidence behind them whatsoever. Apparently, you look out of the telescope and you can see like the shadow of the moon curve, and apparently that means it's a two-dimensional object. You can see the craters on the moon. Nope, two-dimensional fucking painting right there. I mean, it's just ridiculous to go that far. It's ridiculous for flat earthers to go as far as to be like, oh, it's two-dimensional because it doesn't match what I want it to be.
You're only seeing a disc of anything. You're seeing one side. It kind of makes you wonder what Pink Floyd were talking about whenever they were talking about the dark side of the moon.
What? We don't know what Pink Floyd was talking about with the dark side of the moon? Like, is that really something that's up for contention in this bitch?
Anybody ever seen the other side of the moon? Apart from the Discover satellite.
Well, I mean, astronauts would have. I mean, there have been plenty of astronauts that have like went in orbit around the moon. So I mean, they would have seen the backside of the moon.
1,000,000 miles away with a 4-megapixel camera taking a fucking photograph of the arse of the moon. And it's supposed to be between the Earth and it's supposed to be between. Do you know what I mean?
No, sir. I do not know what the fuck you mean.
The arse side of the moon is facing the sun. Why is it charcoal grey whenever the fucking clouds on planet Earth are lit up like a fucking Christmas tree? I've said this before.
Wait. So I'm guessing that he's keeping it as like white Christmas light trees. Christmas tree lights. The fuck did I just say? I'm guessing that he's keeping it to the white Christmas tree lights. So he wants to know why the moon is gray and whatnot. Well, that has to do with how much of the sunlight's hitting it and how much is being reflected back off of it towards us. So I mean that explains why it's like that. The clouds are that way because they're water vapor and they also reflect sunlight. So I don't I don't know what this point has to do with any of the flat earth or a refutation of how we know reality to actually be. Or anything at all, yeah.
Why's the earth of the dark side of the moon not lit up the same way that it's lit up in the night sky?
Did you really just ask why the dark side of the moon isn't also lit up? I mean, you realize that the sun is so far away and the light shining on it, and so like one face of it is going to be lit up, but the other face is not. You understand how light works, right? I shouldn't even be asking fucking this right now.
Oh, fucking glowy. I know.
It's all glowy and what the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? I have no idea. I like how he did the and then he's got this serious fucking look on his face right here. Oh my god. Oh no, I gotta go back for that.
Oh, fucking glowy. I know.
Oh man, I had to get that pause on. Hold on. Screen cap.
Really, folks? From a million miles away.
Again with the dog in the background, like, folks, I'm really sorry about this guy right here. Like I said, I live with him, but I don't actually believe what he says.
Million miles away from Earth with a 4-megapixel camera.
What was that?
Let's watch some more TV. Okay, folks? Just suck it all up. Suck everything up that they're fucking breathing into you through your fucking eyes.
Wait, breathing into you through? I think he thinks that our eyes breathe air.
In your ears. Everything on that piece of shit in the corner. If it's fucking televised, it's bullshit.
Okay.
It's horseshit.
Not just bullshit,
Not that
but
there's
horseshit.
any different. It's just shite. Basically. Fucking shite.
Fucking
And
shite.
see, to be totally honest with you, I don't like attacking people, but Godless Engineer, you need to lay off the fucking the McMuffins and the fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken, and you know, you need to lay off the fast food, dude.
You need to lay off the meth there, homeless Northern Irish person.
Or you're gonna turn into a fucking Big Mac. Fucking retard. Show us fucking proof of this spinning ball. Show us the fucking scientific evidence without a fucking theory.
Well, I mean, even if we do just have theories, we have more than you fucks do.
Not one, not zero, not 0.001. There is zero proof of this fucking bullshit.
There's zero proof of this fucking bullshit right here. There's not zero proof. I mean, you just blatantly reject the proof, and you don't have any kind of competing theories in which to explain the same things that our evidence does.
I don't pretend to know what the landscape is. What? It's all over the earth. Used to be up until 2015. It was all around the world and all across the world, and everything.
Whoa. Did anybody else just catch that? It took me a second to catch it.
pretend to know what the landscape is. What? It's all over the earth. Used to be up until 2015. It was all around the world and all across the world and and,
Okay, so sorry, he wasn't saying like it personally. He was reciting what he's heard other people say. Got it.
everything's planet, 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 planet. Every fucking movie you watch. If it's to do with the globe, every word that's in the movie is planet. It's planet. It's a planet. It's a planet. Uh, uh, all around the planet. Not all around the world anymore. It's all around the planet. 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 The planet.
You ever start saying a word so often that it kind of like you wonder like what the fuck is this word? Like you're genuinely confused as to why it's a word. It's kind of how I feel about planet right now.
The planted seed put in your mind to make you believe that this is all just you live.
He literally okay, so it cut right there because he literally didn't say anything else. It was dead air. He's yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Well, a planet you can't fucking leave, but there is other habitable places out there. Whenever we'll find 7 planets around a star that could have water and produce life. They've got you by the balls, folks. They've got you by the fucking cronies.
God damn, they're squeezing them like fucking oranges, aren't they? Like, they got them by the balls. They got you by the balls. And they're making some kind of ball orange juice with it.
They got you by them. I don't know what else to say, folks.
Could you say one intelligent thing this entire? I mean, I don't think they can, but I mean, here's hoping.
The individual experience in this place can be hard going sometimes, and to be totally honest with you, if it wasn't for him and my dad, I wouldn't be here. I would have checked out long. I would have checked out a long time ago.
See, that's sad, man. I mean, I know that I've been joking on the stream here and everything like that, but I mean, I don't think that it's a good thing for you to have, be in that state. I mean, not that it's your fault or anything, but come on, man. I mean, but I feel bad for him because he feels like it's just pointless for him to be here if it wasn't for this dog. Like, that's what I mean by, having so much value in this life. And I wish this guy could find some value in life. I mean, even if it's flat earth shit, I really hope he does find some value.
I just want to say hello to Tony from Stone Rapper PSD. And there's so many. People get fed up with TV and they go to YouTube and you have a ton of subscribers and a lot of them maybe don't even have accounts and stuff, but they would have to have an account to be subscribed to a channel. But
yeah,
I posted a wee music video trying not to be too detrimental to belief in planets and space and stuff. I don't like it is very hard. It is very hard. I mean, for me, it was very, very hard for me to let go of the idea of space travel and the ideas of planets and solitary form, in distant places.
Okay, so I take it that it was difficult for you to let go of the idea of space travel, a spherical Earth, and all of that. I mean, I don't know why you gave that up. I don't know if like I don't know if you just had some kind of compelling argument thrown your way and you just immediately picked it up or whatnot. But um, I mean, if you're really having this much trouble with it, I mean, maybe you should genuinely explore the alternative. Like, if you're having trouble with the whole flat Earth deal, genuinely explore it. Look up the science on it. Educate yourself on what a theory is.
It's hard for me to let go of all that, folks. You know, like I've said before, I mean, Star Wars was, I think it was created the year I was born,
Okay, I don't know what Star Wars has to do with this.
and it's not that I have a physical fact. I don't. I don't. It's not that a part of me wishes that part of me wants to regress back to not exploring the concept of flat Earth, because it's not a concept, folks. There isn't any proof to prove otherwise than it's a stationary flat plane. You know, north, south, what are they hiding? I don't know. I can't pretend. No, but something tells me that you know. I think elevation is the problem. They tell you that the satellites and the ISS is at a certain distance above the Earth. Um, but then they tell you that they can't break low Earth orbit. You know,
Okay, so he has a problem with the fact that we can't break low Earth or orbit. Generally, this is also connected with the Van Allen radiation belts. It's not that we can't get through them or even break low Earth orbit. It's the whole fact of being able to do it, safely with astronauts on board, but also like regardless of time, because all of the previous flights to the moon and in space in general were planned out due to weather and where the weakest points in the Van Allen radiation belt is. So it's not that it's a problem for NASA because it's not a problem directly. I mean, we don't have a way to break orbit right now because we don't have anything that can go out of low Earth orbit. Because all of those things have been retired or destroyed because of just aging technology.
well, what does that mean? Even if there are satellites up there, why can I not get far enough?
Well, I mean, we can. So, I mean, it's not that we can't.
This gravitational pull that's supposed to keep everything in geocentric orbit, geocentrist, or I don't know. Well, you can't, like the Hubble telescope and stuff. You just can't get it far enough out.
Well, no, I mean, we can. The Tesla Roadster actually got put on a path for the Mars orbit, but it actually overshot that and is now going to go a bit closer to the asteroid belt that separates the inner planets from the outer planets.
Or you'll lose it to deep space. Folks, I, I'm totally clueless. The shite to fill us up with.
Well, I mean, it's not shit. It's just general knowledge.
Just, just like, just like to fill your head with fucking sweetie mice. And you just
What?
believe, you just observe and consume everything that they put in front of you.
Oh, there's not a last question. That's it. Huh? Oh, that was at the very end. Because he started doing shout-outs. I'm in trouble, guys. Send help. Okay, hold on. Here.
Hey,
Okay.
I haven't heard from you in a wee while, darn it. Flat reality, bro, and missing half life stock images and
I don't know what part I came in on, but he is having like an epiphany or something.
I'm gonna call you out by asking a question.
Okay. Question. Thank you for proposing a final question. Sorry I cut this out before. Final question, guys.
You know, are you a pie maker's son?
I like how the dog, as soon as he said a pie maker's son, like the dog's like, oh, I'm fucking done with this shit. Why you gotta bring this shit up again there, bro? I'm out of here. Okay, no. I'm not a pie maker's son. My mom, works for not pie makers. My father or my stepfather owns his own business, and my dad does things that are not pie related. So,
Or did you eat the pie maker?
are you a pie maker's son, or did you eat the pie maker? No, I am not a cannibal.
And then go back and eat the pie maker's son, daughter, and wife?
What? I don't even like. I get that he's trying to insult my weight or my physical appearance right now, but I don't know. I don't look so bad.
Just a question. Or maybe you just like pie.
Maybe I just like pie. I haven't had pie in so long. I'm a diabetic. I can't eat pie. I don't even know why these fucking people lobby this at me. Like today, I had breakfast and then I didn't eat until like just before the stream. So it's not like I stuffed my fucking fat face full of shit all the time.
PYE?
Well, P-Y-E? That's not how you spell pie. Pie. I don't know.
I bet you've got loads of shit fucking gravitating towards yourself.
Oh man, he made a "you're so fat you have your own gravity" joke, but he did it as a he did it in a weird way, but that's what that was. Oh shit.
He doesn't believe in gravity.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in gravity.
So you must be magical as fuck.
I am magical. I have magical gremlins that run around me and just pull shit to me like, "Oh fuck, oh shit, guys." That's gravity. It has orbit.
Good friend. No disrespect.
No disrespect, you just said I have my own gravitational force. I mean, okay, technically everything does have a bit of gravity to it, but he's talking about gravity so massive that I have my own fucking, orbit.
But lay off the fucking Happy Meals and show us fucking proof.
Lay off the Happy Meal, show us fucking proof.
Of your heliocentric universal proof of the earth.
Okay.
Show us. Show us your evidence. Show us your scientific proof of the fucking ball spinning.
Like, does he think the Earth sounds like a cat when it's spinning? Like, like.
Show us You're fucking proof.
I love his sound effects.
And Mr. Stick, here, Professor Stick, I'm more of a fucking stick than you.
I'm more of a fucking stick than you. Well, goddamn, he is definitely laying it on thick. Thicker than my ass. What? He spends it all on that meth.
And I have forgotten more than you'll ever fucking know.
Oh.
Dick.
I still don't see how that's a good thing.
Dickhead. Peace and love, brothers and sisters.
Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. All right, well, that's it for the video. So sorry this went on for so long. I didn't really mean for it to, but it was like a 20-minute video. So, but anyways, let's see. Normally I go through the comments on these live streams. So, yeah, I know there's a lot. Get any comments in that you want to personally ask me right now, and I'll answer a few. Any super chats will be given priority if you want to do that, but I'll answer them if you don't. A can floating around you could mean that you have a magnetic field. That's true. It's not necessarily gravity due to my fat ass. Could be that I have a magnet shoved up my ass. Thank you. Lay off the bath salts. I'm guessing talking about the guy in the video. What's your engineering degree in? Okay, so I have a bachelor's in computer engineering and a master's in software engineering. And I've been working in the field since before I got my bachelor's. I found a work-study program, was able to get in on that, and I worked as I was going to school, and I did the same thing for my master's. Friend Rare, glad you're here. Love your channel. Thanks to GE for introducing me. Oh, advice. Sorry. Thank you, honey. Advice for someone going to school for engineering. I would say be prepared to stay in and do a lot of homework. Math is pretty important in engineering, obviously. As far as what kind of engineering, there's a lot of different kinds. I don't know what kind you're doing, but you know, finding the right fit might take like a year or two. Me personally, I went through all of my basic courses and then I figured out kind of what I did. Even then I switched. But you know, I think you really have to feel out what you're good at and then focus on that kind of engineering. Civil engineering. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not exactly too, keen on what is included in civil engineering, but I would probably think that math is a pretty good portion of that. And so, I mean, you know, if you can, like, I almost double majored in math. I don't know if that's something that would interest you, but, you know, finding something that you can also tack on there if you're really into the whole school thing. I kind of was. I wish I had double majored. I don't know if that helps you. If you have more specific questions about it, I will be more than happy to answer them. Let's see. Lord Billionaire Black Belt, what do you credit the rise of flat earthers to? Internet, YouTube? Well, I credit the rise of flat earthers to basically the whole attractiveness of the fringe belief systems. Right? You know, the modern flat earth movement started back in the 1800s. A guy was basically calling bullshit on modern astronomy, or well, contemporary astronomy at the time. And so from there, it just kind of started to grow. And they used the Bible in order to, you know, prove their points. And I think that it's just kind of gotten to the point where it started to spread wider and wider. Now, like 5, 6, maybe even 7 years ago, I heard that there was a Flat Earth Society. So it's been around for a while, but like the Flat Earth Society was the first exposure that I had to it. And back then it was just like a board. And I was like, holy fuck, people actually think this shit? Okay, Dragon Master, what made me decide to start my YouTube channel? Well, what made me decide to do it is somebody levied the same thing that this guy in the video tonight was levying at Professor Stick. Basically, I was I was confronted with the fact that my face wasn't out there. Like, I'm not making any kind of videos, or I'm not putting my face in anything. I was hiding behind a Facebook page. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll put out a video. And so, I mean, that's what I did. I felt like that was my next step in activism, is by starting to make videos. And if you go back and look at my earliest videos, they were shit. They were bad. But I kept on doing it, and I kept improving, and you can tell that I improved. Okay, that's it for questions. If you want to get yours answered, you can either find the email on the YouTube page here, or you can go to facebook.com/Godless Engineering, and you can hit me up there in the inbox. Or Twitter, I'm on Twitter at Godless Engineer. You can ask me there. I love answering questions for you guys, so please do hit me with questions. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here, because we've been going for far too long with this video. So I hope you heathens have an awesome night. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later.